This clash reportedly took place near a contested stretch of territory that has seen repeated advances and counterattacks in recent months. According to Frontline sources, the two were stationed in a forward defensive position when they came under sudden and intense attack by Russian forces attempting to push through Ukrainian lines. Outnumbered and under heavy fire, the pair refused to retreat. As mortar shells landed nearby and gunfire intensified, the soldiers coordinated their defense with precision and determination. Using limited ammunition wisely, they alternated firing positions to create the illusion of a larger unit. This tactical deception slowed the Russian advance and forced the attacking troops to take cover, buying crucial time. At one point during the engagement, one of the soldiers was reportedly injured. Despite this, he continued to provide covering fire while his Sathi reinforced their defensive position. Their communication remained steady, their movements calculated, and their resolve unshaken.
Смотри, там двери, сразу бери.
Reinforcements eventually arrived after what witnesses described as a prolonged and harrowing standoff. By then, the Russian assault had been repelled, leaving behind damaged equipment and abandoned positions. Military analysts often point to advanced weaponry and strategic planning as key elements in modern warfare. Yet, stories like this highlight something less tangible but equally decisive: the human spirit. These two soldiers, whose names have not been officially released, represent countless others serving on the front lines. Their actions underscore the importance of courage, adaptability, and trust between comrades in the chaos of combat.
Замена!
As the conflict continues with no clear end in sight, such moments of bravery offer a glimpse into the realities faced by those on the ground and serve as a powerful reminder of the cost of war, measured not just in territory, but in human endurance and sacrifice. The Ukrainian military identified a gathering point for Russian infantry and immediately sent a combat drone to target it. A video showing the elimination of 8 Russian occupiers at once has been published on the page of the 33rd Separate Assault Regiment. The released footage shows Russian infantrymen, unaware of the danger, gathering in a private house to further concentrate their forces. However, they were thwarted by a Ukrainian FPV drone, whose strike caused the building to literally collapse, burying the Russians under its rubble. After waiting for the moment when the enemy had gathered as densely as possible, our soldiers delivered a precise strike, clear coordination, and professionalism. Result: -8 occupiers, the Ukrainian military reported. It was previously reported that a Ukrainian drone managed to destroy a camouflaged Russian tank in the forest, along with its frightened crew, who fled and hid among the trees. Ukrainian infantrymen from the SLAVA regiment staged a successful ambush on a Russian assault group. They waited until 4 Russians gathered in one place, then opened fire on them with small arms and drones. This is stated in a post on the page of the 425th Separate Assault Regiment, SLAVA. The video, filmed from a drone, shows Ukrainian infantrymen opening fire on a group of Russians who had stopped in an open area. After accurate shooting, 4 assault troops fall. Then, drone strikes put an end to the Russians' advance. Our soldiers quietly waited for the moment, and the ambush worked. 4 occupiers were eliminated without even having time to raise their weapons, the Ukrainian regiment reports. Earlier, it was reported that 2 Ukrainian infantrymen drove a superior group of Russian assault troops into a dugout and persuaded them to surrender after a failed attack. Combat drones forced Russian soldiers to leave their hiding places, and Ukrainian fighters then eliminated them in a firefight. This was reported on their channel by soldiers from the 66th Separate Mechanized Brigade, named after Prince Mstislav the Brave. The Ukrainian military said that the reinforcements only revealed the location of the Russian occupiers. Consequently, Ukrainian FPV drones were immediately sent there.
Заходи сюда, сзади.
After the strike on the shelter, the Russians tried to scatter like cockroaches, so our infantry had to engage in a firefight, the defenders note. Earlier, it was reported that Ukrainian tank crews outmaneuvered Russian assault units, which attempted to break through Ukrainian armed forces positions in foggy weather. President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Monday that Russian forces are currently concentrating their main military efforts near Oleksandrivsk and Pokrovsk in eastern Ukraine's Donetsk region. In an afternoon update, Zelensky said he received reports from the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, AFU, Oleksandr Syrsky, and the Chief of the General Staff, Andriy Hnatov, who briefed him on the battlefield situation and long-range strike operations. First, we discuss the outlook on the Oleksandrivsk and Pokrovsk axes. That is where the Russian army's greatest efforts are currently concentrated, and accordingly where our countermeasures are focused, Zelensky wrote. According to Ukraine's general staff on Monday evening, fighting remains particularly intense near Pokrovsk. Russian forces carried out 25 attacks in the Pokrovsk sector, attempting to advance near the settlements of Bilitske, Rodinske, Mirnograd, Pokrovsk, and Hryshyn. At the time of reporting, 2 assault actions were still underway. In the Oleksandrivsk sector, Russian forces carried out 11 attacks near Ivanivka, Zlahoda, Oleksandrorad, and toward Lisne, Ukrainian military officials said. Zelensky also said Ukraine's long-range capabilities are reducing Russian income, particularly from oil, adding that the impact of operations such as those in the Black Sea is being felt in both northeastern and southeastern sectors where such strikes are active. Zelensky's remarks followed a major drone strike overnight that crippled one of Russia's key Black Sea oil terminals, as well as a week-long campaign targeting Russia's Baltic ports, which is estimated to have cost Moscow nearly $1 billion in oil revenue in just 1 week. The president said he approved further steps together with the military command, adding that battlefield strength and long-range capabilities should reinforce Ukraine's diplomatic position and cooperation with international partners. Ukraine is defending itself and demonstrating its ability to strengthen the security of others, Zelensky said. The Pokrovsk direction has remained one of the most contested sectors of the Eastern Front in recent months, with Kyiv Post previously reporting repeated Russian attempts to advance toward the Donetsk area amid sustained Ukrainian resistance. Moscow has named capturing the Donbass, encompassing Ukraine's Donetsk and Luhansk regions, its official war goal. Zelensky recently said Washington has linked Kyiv's withdrawal from areas Moscow failed to seize over 12 years of fighting to U.S. security guarantees. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio disputed Zelensky's remarks, saying he misinterpreted the terms. Zelensky also said that Moscow has issued a 2-month ultimatum to Kyiv to withdraw from Donbass or face harsher peace terms, which he firmly rejected. They will never be able to take anything in 2 months, he said.